Good afternoon everybody. Day 100, treble figures. So we're just on our way out of Chicken Lake, on our way back up to the tops, and we've got a lovely view of it. You can see that. That's where we camped last night. So quite a relatively easy day today, so I think it's only about 10 miles. We took full advantage of being at such a beautiful camping spot and had the morning there really. Joe got in the lake and had a bit of a swim. We had a bit of a clean and just had to go repacking our bags and things really. Took our time with breakfast and everything. So sometimes it's nice just to have a bit of a treat while you've got one ahead of you. And that was certainly my favourite camp spot. So we decided to fully embrace it and enjoy it. So yeah, back on trail, uphill as usual. But there's not that much uphill today, so hopefully it should be quite an easy day.
There's a world you don't see. Old man's tears for a young man's dreams. In my eyes, you growing like the weeds. I can't decide if I'm you or if you're me. Don't let fear be a thorn in your side. Keep your eyes on the light and let everyone know that you're caught in. Like fireflies in the garden, and past the trees and the stones I've thrown. Walk the longest way home. Let everyone know they're invited to see fireflies in the garden. One day the stars will disappear. Might go away, but you can always come back here. Seasons will change from gold into silver. Don't let time turn your heart into winter. Don't let fear be a thorn in your side. Keep your eyes on the light and let everyone know that you're caught in. Like fireflies in the garden, and past the trees and the stones that were thrown. Walk the longest way home and let everyone know that you're caught in. Like fireflies in the garden, and go where the sunlight meets the morning. Hold dear till you find what you're looking for. Don't let fear be a thorn in your side.
Good morning everybody. Day 101. It's Sunday today and we are about 10 miles away from where we're going to camp today. Only a short mileage day today just because we're going to be up about 2 AM in the morning to do Whitney. So we've purposely kept the miles down for today. Right now we're just walking through a beautiful meadow. There's Joe. So yeah, we've kept the miles down. We're hoping to get to the campsite for 3 or 4 o'clock at the latest. We should be there a bit earlier, but we're just going to take our time. Have a really good rest and plan what kit we're going to take up and what we're going to leave, so we can carry as little weight as possible really and go up to Whitney. So Whitney's about 14,500 feet I think. For UK terms, the biggest we have in the UK is Ben Nevis, so that's just 4,500 feet, so it's kind of 3 times the height of Ben Nevis plus a little bit of change. For us, we've never obviously been that high or anywhere near that high. We've been taking altitude tablets just to prep ourselves for the last couple of days, so we're hoping they'll work, but we're just going to have to take it incredibly slow and steady, and if one of us starts feeling a little bit iffy, we'll stop and have a rest. If it starts getting worse, then we'll just turn around and come back down and call it. But we're both confident enough that we can get up there and do it. My back seems to be a lot better. I've messed about with the straps and also how I pack my bag. I think everyone's different, but I think I had the bear can the same as most people do, where it was sat at the top of your bag, like on the top, and because I do have a bit of a sort of back problem anyway, I think that was pulling in the worst place for me personally. So I've repacked my bag today, and I've put the bear can actually in the middle of my bag with the stuff below it and above it. And sorry, yesterday I did that, and it seemed to make a big difference. And then today, because we didn't have a huge mileage day, spent an extra bit of time this morning just messing about with it further, and I feel like I've got it set right now. I think I did mention not so long ago that my original bag I started with, the Osprey, had a zip failure on it, and Osprey were magnificent about it. They were really good. Instantly asked me where I'd be next, said they'd send me a replacement, and just told me to send that one back. The only problem I've had is the replacement bag they've sent has been, in their words, updated and modified to make it better, but I don't feel that. I think I preferred the old one. The new one's longer and narrower, which may be sort of £280 or whatever I am now, isn't really designed for a guy carrying a bit of weight. Narrow is not good for me, and it's certainly a bag I would have tried in a shop and not bought. But I can't complain. It's a kind of free replacement, and they're obviously not going to check every hiker's dimensions to make sure the bag fits. The other change they made, which I don't really like, is on the back there used to be a Velcro adjuster for height, so you had 4 settings depending on how long your torso was, and that was just like a Velcro strap that you stuck on and then it stayed in place. Over time it loosened, so you had to just adjust it again, and they've took that off now and put on some metal clips, which I'm sure will hold the straps in place a lot better. But every time I put my bag on now, it rubs up my back and feels like it's scratching my back, and I've actually got 2 red marks on my back where it's doing it in the same place every day, which is no good. And then on top of that, every time I put my bag on, because I'm wearing a sun hoodie, my hood gets caught in it, in one of the clips, and strangles me. So it's a laugh a minute, but again, like I say, they've been brilliant, and it's probably a new design that other people have probably had problems with themselves, and they'll probably change it back. It's just a shame I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere where I can't do much about it. But apart from that, we're going up Whitney, which is amazing and exciting. Not many Brits can say they've climbed to the top of the biggest mountain in, I don't know what the term is, but something like the 50 states of America or something. So that'll be a nice little badge of honour to add to the 750 miles we've already done. So with that, I'm going to leave you to it, and we're going to carry on walking, and I'll share with you any little beauty things or views that I think you might enjoy. But at the moment, again, it's just beautiful forests, and every so often you just come across a beautiful fast flowing river. It's just beautiful. Love this section, by far my favourite section so far, from Kennedy Meadows to sort of the turn off to Mount Whitney. Has just been stunning.
the sunlight meets the morning. Go deep till you find what you're looking for. And don't let fear be a thorn in your side. Keep your eyes on the light and let everyone know that you're caught in like fireflies in a garden. And past the trees and the stones that were thrown, walk the longest way home and let everyone know they're invited to see fireflies in a garden. There's a world you don't see, old man's tears for a young man's dreams.
Hey.
I've been in love, honey, you know it's true.
Hello everybody, so we're currently at mile 762 and a couple of firsts for you. So just to show you that we're definitely coming into the bear territory now. There are random bear boxes left near any larger tent sites, campsites. Obviously just to keep your bags in and keep your food in and keep everybody a little bit safer. It just gives you an idea of the sort of area we're now coming into. And we've also got our first real river crossing for Joe to cross. As I've mentioned before, Joe's nervous of fast moving water, especially when it's cold. So like I'm nervous of the heights. This is Joe's little mission to get over these sort of things. I think this one's not so bad, but I do think further down the trail and not in the too distant future there's some waist deep ones that we're going to have to be a bit more nervous and tactical about. But at the moment she's just going to wade through. We're just going to do it with our trainers today because we've only got another 5 or 6 miles after this, so we're not really that bothered. Whereas if it was a longer day or we had more miles, we'd take our trainers off, but we're not going to bother. Morning. Well, that's refreshing. As you can see, there's lots of loose rocks in the floor as well in the bed. So obviously, it's not just the water. You can lose your footing quite easily on the rocks. And obviously me holding a camera, taking it even slower. Beautiful.
Well, since that day I first laid my eyes on you, love is a crazy game, baby. It's how I feel. To make you walk so high, but it takes so long to heal. So please, won't you stay with me? 'Cause since you gone, it's a pain and misery. On that please, won't you stay with me? 'Cause since you gone, it's pain and misery. Sometimes I'll curse that day when you came along, I was happy, but it's been pain now for so very long. Oh, I'm begging you, honey, please, won't you stay? 'Cause I've been so lonely since you gone away. Every day is pain, in the end it's hard to see. Every painful day is all so sad. Now that I've lost the best friend that I ever had.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains.
Good morning, everybody. Day 103. So, as we said, we're going to attempt Whitney today. We're feeling really positive about it. We got up about 3 o'clock this morning and set off about 4. We're sort of thinking it's going to take us, with a couple of rests, about 6 hours to get up the top. And it was pitch black this morning, so that's why I haven't really recorded. We're about just over an hour in, and it's starting to get light now. It's absolutely beautiful. Tried to take some photos, which I'll edit in anyway, just because obviously it was dark. The camera's not great at picking up dark. Not seen any other hikers yet, but I kind of feel that there's probably 2 waves. There's the people who set off about 12:30 midnight to 1:30 in the morning, so they can try and get up the top for sunrise, and then there's the people who will probably set off just after us, so quite fast, and we'll probably try and get up there for sort of lunchtime and have the lunch up there. It's absolutely freezing at the moment. As you can see, we've got the hat back out and the puffer. We've even got our legs back on our shorts, our zip-offs. So yeah, giving it our best shot, see how we get on. Bye for now.
We gon' walk it out and move mountains, and I'll rise up with you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains, and I'll rise up. I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. You, all we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other. And we will rise, we will rise, we will rise. Oh, we'll rise. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I will rise.
Hello everybody. So, Mount Whitney. We are just approaching the cabin at the top, which means we're very, very close to the peak. And I, for one, am over the moon. That was really exhausting. So, get a bit more video when we get up there. But the end is in sight, and we can officially say we're on top of the USA. Good times.
1,000 times again. And we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again.
Well, there's a bridge and there's a river that I still must cross as I'm going on my journey. Though I might be lost, and there's a road I have to follow, a place I have to go. Well, no one told me just how to get there, but when I get there I know, 'cause I'm taking it step by step, bit by bit, stone by stone, yeah, brick by brick, oh yeah, step by step, day by day.
Hello everybody. So we're just on our way back down now. There's Joe just taking her fleece off. And we just realised that the lake that you can see just there, not sure if it's going to come out very well. It's called Guitar Lake, and if you can see it on there, it actually does look like a string guitar. It's really cool. So yeah, we've been at Whitney. Incredible to do that. Shows how far we've both come, that we can push on and complete that mountain. You see, it's 3 times bigger than anything we have in the UK, so we're both incredibly proud that we've done that. And obviously I think most people will know that the Mount Whitney isn't actually part of the PCT, so it's sort of 19-mile off trail route from the crossroad to the top and back, so it doesn't count as PCT miles. So from our point of view, that's a day we've done today where we aren't actually doing any of the PCT, but totally worth it. And the views up there is just exceptional. It was really busy when we were up there, so I couldn't do too much recording really, and also everyone's just ecstatic that they've got up there. And again, it's that thing, I just don't want to have my camera in people's faces while they're celebrating with their friends or loved ones, and it's such a difficult climb and task. So I didn't record a huge amount, but I'm sure you get the sense of what's going on up there and how happy everybody was. It's one of them views when you get to the top and you're looking around, you don't just see it, you feel it. You feel it in your heart and your soul. Every little view that you can see, and in the distance, and the tops of the mountains that are now dwarfed by where you were stood. The sense of achievement is just incredible. So, very proud day for us. Come what may, we might be slow on the PCT, but we're still getting where we want to be, and we're not giving up, and we just keep pushing forward, and eventually we'll either get to the end, which is the obvious plan, or we get as close as we can, but knowing we've given everything we've got and enjoyed every day on trail. So thanks for tuning in, and thanks for your support all the way. And we're going to get back down the bottom, and unfortunately I don't even get to have a celebratory beer, so I'm just going to go and lay in the sun and drink filtered water from a stream. Excitement. Good morning everybody. Well, good afternoon it is now, sorry. Day 103. So yesterday was Whitney Day, so it wasn't a PCT day. It was incredible. It was tough, and it was really hard underfoot. A lot of loose rocks and things, and a lot of jagged rocks toward the top. A little bit of snow at the top, but luckily we didn't need our micro spikes, so it wasn't so bad. We kind of feel like all the delay tactics we did to let the snow clear totally paid off, and we got up the top yesterday and it was the sky and the views were exceptional. So it might have delayed us a little bit, but we got the best of Whitney, and we got back down yesterday and just laid in the tent for the rest of the day, exhausted. Had a really good night's sleep, and we've had a really good breakfast and lunch today, so feeling a bit on top. Today just 9 mile I think it is in total, mile back on trail, and then 8 mile just to get us to the bottom of Forester Pass. So not a huge miles today, which will give our legs a bit of a breather. Tomorrow up and over Forester Pass, which is not a huge amount smaller in elevation than Whitney. I think it's about 1,000 feet smaller, so not a great deal less. So it's going to be another tough day tomorrow, Then we'll get down to the bottom of there, and I think from there there's another small hill afterwards, which is where we're going to try and camp at the top of that, and then about 8 mile off trail to try and get to the highway for a hitch and go into town. Unbeknownst to us, obviously, being naive Brits, all the hotels are sold out in Independence where we were hoping to stay, with it being the 4th of July when we get there. So we're going to have to try and find a plan B. We've been told there's a campground there, so we're going to go to the campground, and what we've decided is we'll have a day there, and we might go and look for a new tent since ours is falling to bits, but we don't know yet. We're going to see how much they cost and things. So that's our plan for the next few days, and yeah, going back up in a second, so I might lose my breath. But yeah, Whitney was amazing. Glad we've done it. Legs are going to be tired, but what an achievement. So proud of each other. Bye for now.
And this old road is rough and ruined. So many dangers along the way. So many burdens might fall upon me. So many troubles that I have to face. Oh, but I won't let my spirit fail me. No, I won't let my spirit go until I get to my destination. I'm gonna take it slow because I'm making it step by step. You know I'm taking that bit by bit, bit by bit. Come stone by stone, yeah. Brick by brick, brick by brick, step by step, step by step. I'm moving day by day, mile by mile. Go your way, baby. Don't give up. You've got to hold on to what you've got. Oh, baby, don't give up. You've got to keep on moving. Don't stop. Yeah. I know you're hurting, and I know you're blue. I know you're hurting, but don't let the bad things get to you. I'm taking it step by step. Bit by bit, bit by bit. Come stone by stone, yeah. Brick by brick, brick by step by step. I'm gonna take it now, day by day, mile by mile. Go your own way. Come on, baby. I'm taking it step by step, bit by bit. Got to keep moving, stone by stone, yeah. Stone by stone, brick by brick. Come on, baby. Step by step, keep on moving, day by day, come on, baby. Mile by mile,
Good morning everybody, day 104. We're on about mile 776 now, just at the foot of Forester Pass. As you can tell by my breath, we just started climbing it. So Forester Pass, for those who don't know, is quite a high sort of hill on the PCT. It's actually the highest point of the PCT on trail. So Mount Whitney yesterday's highest mountain in the US, but it's not actually on the PCT trail. so it doesn't count. But this is actually the highest point, so it's 2 good climbs back to back really for us. But town day tomorrow, so we can have a good rest, ready for the 4th of July as well, so that'll be fun. My power bank ran out of battery this morning, and my camera that I'm using is on about 30%, so it should be okay for today. But you might notice tomorrow the quality of the video is not as good because it'll be off my iPhone, so just bear with me on that. But with that, I'm going to save some battery and I'll catch up with you all later.
There was a time when I was alone, nowhere to go and no place to call home. My only friend was the man in the moon, and even sometimes he would go away too. Then one night as I closed my eyes, I saw a shadow flying high. He came to me with the sweetest smile, told me he wanted to talk for a while. He said, "Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely." And ever since that day, I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we're bored we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. He sprinkled me in pixie dust and told me to believe, believe in him and believe in me. Together we...
Welcome back everybody, and that's Forester Pass up and over complete. As you can see, there's a lot of snow at this side, so I haven't really filmed much just while we were getting through it. And we're back down onto sort of lower ground now. So there's a little bit of snow, but we've just done it there without micro spikes or an ice axe. So the snow's pretty much cleared now, so anyone, if you're watching this and you're coming behind us, you don't have to worry about carrying the extra weight of your micro spikes and ice axe, unless it makes you feel a bit more comfortable. But yeah, it's been fine, totally fine. Same as Whitney was, didn't need crampons or micro spikes or anything for Whitney either. So we're really happy with doing the 2 big passes back to back. And now it's time to get down the bottom. And as you can hear, it's getting rather windy, so I'm going to put the camera away. Speak to you soon.
We'll fly away in a cloud of green to your beautiful destiny. As we soared above the town that never loved me, I realized I finally had a family. Soon enough we reached Neverland. Peacefully my feet hit the sand, and ever since that day, I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we're bored we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, Wendy, darling, even Captain Hook, you are my perfect storybook. Neverland, I love you so, you are now my home, sweet home forever, a lost boy at last. Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, Wendy, darling, even Captain Hook, you are my perfect storybook. Neverland, I love you so, you are now my home, sweet home forever, a lost boy at last. And for always I will say I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we're bored we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free.
Good morning everybody, day 105, it's town day today and I'm absolutely ready for it. We're both exhausted. It's been a really tough 9 days we've done, I think, since we left Kennedy Meadows. Tough 9 days with elevation and altitude. Obviously we've never been anywhere near the altitude we've been hiking at, and it's just exhausting. For me personally, the most tiring part of this has just been the mosquitoes. They're just relentless. You can't stop to take a rest because they just cover you. If you try and put your tent up on a night, 5 minutes you've got the zip open to put your stuff in, your tent's just full. So it's been mentally exhausting as well. But it's also been the most beautiful 9 days hiking I've ever done. It's just stunning scenery. You can't really put it into words, to be honest, how beautiful it is. And it's just even the minor details, not just what you see in the distance. We were up at Forester Pass on top of there, and it's just all thick, dense rocks, like a bit like a more extreme version of what I'm walking on now. But then between the cracks, there's sort of beautiful flowers and marmots and chipmunks and things running around, and it's just incredible just to stop and watch nature rather than blur past it. So we've tried to do that the best we can, and it's we went from sort of an 8-day food carry to a 9, so we've really had to make our food last, so we've had to ration it a bit more, to the point where today we've got no coffee, we've got no snacks, and we've got 1 packet of ramen noodles between us to last for the 8-mile hike. So fun and games. So at the moment we're half a mile away from, I think it's called Bullfrog Lane, which is like the exit from the PCT. It's about an 8-mile long road, which takes you to the highway, so you can try and get a hitch into town. On the town, funny enough, you might have noticed, me and Joe are obviously British, and the town that we're going to is called Independence, and today is the 4th of July, so there's going to be 2 Brits in a town called Independence on the 4th of July. If you know your history, you'll know why that's surreal. Hopefully we don't get hung and quartered, but we'll see. And yeah, we're going to stay there for a day, and just because we're utterly exhausted, we're going to see how we feel, and we might end up doing like a near on a zero. So we'll get there today about 1 PM, stay overnight, and then stay tomorrow as well. Morning. So yeah, that's our short-term plan, and we'll keep you informed. But it's a beautiful day, and it's town day, and I need some good food. Hello everybody, so we've just hit the turn off for Bullfrog Lake Lane to get to the highway for town, and instantly beautiful. As soon as you to come here, you can just see the amazing lakes, beautiful in between all the mountains and trees. It's just stunning. It's lucky it's a beautiful area because the bugs are killer, so it's nice to have some positivity from nature as well. And the smell's different now as well. You can smell flowers and bloom and all the trees as well, so it's just stunning. Really, really beautiful. And I'm only 0.1 mile in, and I've only got 7% battery left, so I hope I can do this area some justice before my battery runs out today on my camera.
High above the Sierra Nevada mountains, the sun hangs low over honest makeup plantations. I lost myself, lost the man I thought I was, the fickle truth, subtle lies. I saw the end with my own eyes. I fell hard and fast like a cannon into your bed and arms in the mountain. The truth, my dear, is I was always something to lose yourself in, only for a moment. I fell hard and fast like a cannon into your bed and arms in the mountain. The truth, my dear, is I was always something to lose yourself in, only for a moment. High above the Sierra Nevada mountains.
I got a case of the restless legs, yeah, and tireless wandering